Yo, what's happening, guys? It's your boy Uncle P with another episode of Uncle P's podcast. Guys, we are back in the studio. Let me make sure my mic is on. Yeah, it's on. We are back in the studio. I finally managed to resolve my electricity issues after 5 days. And you want to hear the weird thing that happened and how I managed to resolve it this quickly? I get to the municipality and I see this guy. Something tells me this guy is not South African. I speak to him in Portuguese. He happens to be Mozambican. Immediately as I spoke to him to Portuguese, he's like, bro, I'm going to make sure your problem gets resolved. For 4 days I've been going there. My problem couldn't get resolved. It was a basic problem. System is offline. It didn't need your system to be online. And instantly helped me. And this is one of the things that I always say. Foreigners, whites will always stick to their own. And the black South African, the colored South African, the native South African will be left choked, wondering who has our back. Now, you guys saw the heading and you're like, oh, Uncle P, I thought we were talking about. Yes, that's what we're talking about. But I need to make you guys understand something. I always talk about culture contamination. And this is part of culture contamination. I want to show you guys an example, a very simple example of culture contamination that people don't pay attention to. How South Africans themselves speak about themselves because they are contaminated by the foreign ways and the foreign cultures.
Can they tutula white people first?
I'm
not even going to talk. I don't care.
Sure.
To be quite honest, I feel like I wish for it to be successful because I want to see those brothers and sisters of ours that want to take up those jobs of restaurants and tuck shop. Is that what we have? So since 1994, our fight has been tuck shops and restaurants jobs.
You see the ignorance that she has to lack the understanding. The fight is not about tuck shops or restaurant jobs. No. The fight is about being treated right, being respected, and the law being followed. That is what the fight is about. The fight is about that do not pay me less than minimum wage. What she's forgetting that those jobs of restaurants, those jobs were for high schoolers during school holidays, breaks, or people who were taking a gap year. So those jobs were important at some stage. Now it's jobs for people who are feeding families of 4, 5, 6, 7, and even sending money back home. So yes, those jobs, those tuck shops that is having people come all the way from the other side of the continent to South Africa to open. And you think they're not important? Guys, this is what culture contamination does. It pollutes the mind of the South African that starts benefiting from foreigners. I have said it and I've said it many times. South Africans are not xenophobic. South Africans are not xenophobic. And people, and then when the Chidima situation happened, oh, South African was put on the map. They hate their brothers and sisters. Now, guys, let's break this story down properly. Chidima, whom today we don't even know who her mother still is or her father, acquired her identity through fraudulent means and attempted to represent South Africa. A Nigerian who was not born in South Africa but born in Nigeria and came to South Africa at the age of 3, attempted to mislead South Africans into believing that she was one of them, born here, bred here, and therefore she would proudly represent this nation. But when the opportunity was taken away from her, she gladly exposed herself by supporting her own nation. Now, let's watch this video and let's talk.
Ladies and gentlemen, the rumors have been put to rest. Miss Universe South Africa 2025 is Melissa Naimuli. First of all, massive congratulations to you, Melissa. Guys, an absolutely gorgeous, beautiful, stunning queen with all of the pageant experience. Melissa is a 2-time top 5 Miss South Africa finalist. She participated in the Miss South Africa pageant in 2020 as well as 2023. She's going to be representing South Africa in Thailand in less than 2 weeks' time, guys. I'm excited. She's a very, very eloquent speaker. For those of you who have heard her speak, you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm so excited to follow her journey in Thailand in 2 weeks' time, guys. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Miss Universe.
So she wanted people to let her know what they think. Somebody came, what is Nyamuli now? And somebody responded, her dad is Ugandan, her mom is South African. Now, guys, before I say my opinion on her, I want to ask something. If a child in South Africa obtains her citizenship, her identity through the mother, okay, then why does then the child carry the father's surname? Because the mother is South African, the father is not, but yet the child still takes the father's surname. Make that make sense? Because now you have a South African citizen born out of a South African woman with a foreign name. I'm going to assume they were married and the mother changed the name. That's the reason why the child got the surname. That's where my assumption is coming from, okay? That's how she got her surname. The mother and the father were married. The mother changed the surname. Therefore, the daughter got the surname there. The reason why I bring this up, I just feel like it's weird when you're winning in the world stage and your surname is named and is not attached to any of the South African cultures, that including the Afrikaners. And second issue that I have with this is the fact that why is it that when these mixed breeds are mixed, their foreign country always seems to be glorified or expanded more than South Africa? Why did we need to know that her father was Ugandan? Did we need to know that? Was it necessary? The comment that made me really want to do this video was this one. People need to get used to the younger generation with mixed nationality parents, because there are so many. I think she wanted to say so many of us, but stopped herself. So many. They are 100% South African. No, they are 50% South African, and she's true. She's right. There are so many of them. And this is one thing that I always say in this channel. So before you call South Africans xenophobic, because guys, when this video started trending, people were waiting to see where will the hate come from. But South Africa were not showing hate. So now Nigerians are like, why are South Africans not showing hate? I already told you, the stories are different. Stolen identity, legal, born out of a South African mother and a Ugandan parent who is legal in the country, assumption, and they are married, assumption. The differences did not steal nobody's identity. Her whole story and her whole life was fraud. But it does not take away from this factor. Guys, the world we will mix regardless. That can never be stopped. But the issue is, there are certain things, especially when it comes to representing a nation, that I do not believe is fair to give to a mixed breed or a half breed. Representing South Africa should be for South Africans. Simple. My kids need to accept the fact that their father is Angolan, their mother is South African. There are just certain things that is not right. Even logically does not make sense. Because they have an option tomorrow if they want to go represent Angola because it benefits them to go represent Angola. But as a South African, biological, born out of a South African and a South African have a choice of another nationality. No, they don't. Even this Ugandan woman, if she chooses tomorrow that she wants to exercise her Ugandanness, she has the right, assuming she has dual citizenship. Two things this situation has proven. South Africans are not xenophobic. They fight for their rights, especially when they can see the evidence of treachery, the evidence of scamming, the evidence of Masipa is present. They're not fighting CC here. Why? Because CC is legal. There's no story behind it. There's no drama. Regardless of the surname, yes, people are questioning. They have the right to question. Because when she gets to Miss Universe, there's a certain portion where you do culture. She will represent her mother's culture with her father's surname. Which ancestors are being praised, are being given glory to. This is why now we create things like Saugerian. What are we gonna call this? Ugandan, South Ugandan? I don't even know, bro. Guys, I keep saying it. Citizenship is a very sensitive thing, and it shouldn't be just given to people. You can't come from another nation and all of a sudden reside in one's nation or be born in one's nation and then have the same right and the same power as those of that country. I know many people will come and disagree with me. That's because you people don't love your nations. That's because you people don't desire your nations. That's because you people are not proud of your nations. That's why you'll argue. You are arguing because your countries are shit and nonsense. Had your country been like South Africa, you wouldn't be complaining. You wouldn't be japaring. You wouldn't be doing what you are doing. You would be fighting the way you are fighting. If you love the truth, like I always say, this is the channel to subscribe to, because the truth is definitely spoken here. I'm your boy Uncle P. Like I always say, I shall see you guys in the next one. Cheers.